The tea's not as nice as usual today. It's from the machine. Maybe the machine, they not put enough powder in the machine. I had a lot of lettuce this morning. Maybe I had the wrong breakfast. I could have got a lot more stuff for 100 yen more. Just got him to see what that is. It's not very nice. Hang on, I'm just going to get a tea. I should make a I should make a sign if I go to the toilet or go to the when I've got nobody watching. Put a sign in front saying "Gone for a poop" or "Gone for a cup of tea," something like that. Well, here's my prediction for the next 6 months. A lot of people are going to fucking die. Why? Because people not wearing masks. They reduce it a lot more if they wore masks. I just wondered when people were locked away on all the lockdowns, I'm sure that had to be worse just for people's immune systems, because they weren't getting out there and exercising, they weren't getting sunlight, they weren't moving about. So I'm sure it would have made them more vulnerable to the virus. But common sense doesn't work in this world. Common sense and fairness, there isn't either of them. Almost said neither then. And justice, that's another one. You look at the American justice system. And the English is, we have problems with the English one, not giving tough enough sentences out. And when they can arrest people, innocent people, and just say, here's the choice, fucking 20 years in jail or 5 years in jail. And then the local fucking district attorney can get fucking political power to look, I'll put all these fucking bad people away, when it's just some poor black cunt who just can't afford a lawyer, or some poor white cunt who can't afford a lawyer. But when it's fucking rich, like did John DeLorean, he was fucking buying shitloads of cocaine, and then he managed to get off because the CIA were involved. He managed to get off because they were just fucking. What was the word they used? I can't remember. But they set him up. But surely the coppers set up fucking people every fucking day, you know, with drugs and guns. They set people up and they arrest them and fucking jail them. Why can this cunt get away with it? I think that was made in Northern Ireland, wasn't it, John DeLorean, the car? There must have been some right fucking accidents with that car when they fucking all of a sudden opened the door and a fucking lorry went past. 88 miles per hour. Was it a flux inverter? There was a case, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, of a copper. He reversed into someone. He was going the wrong way down the street, crashed into a car, and he was saying, and rather than admit his guilt, he tried to get the other fucking driver fucking jailed. Because there's no way I'm going to lose my house over this. Fucking cunts. Oh, well, it's a nice bit overcast day. I hope it stays this way. Then I might even do some work at the warehouse. So what did the Taliban do apart from drive around in fucking jeeps with guns? This is Prince Charles's favourite group. I will be all together. I can't remember the name. 3 black women. What were the names? I can't remember. What was the group names? Three women, and I think either one of them came to live in England. What American women singers do that? Susie Quatro. Now she's an English lass. Ba-na-na-na. When will I see you again? Supremes, was that it? No, I don't think it was Supremes. Supremes was Diana Ross. You're just about to start work where? Teaching at home? Are you teaching online? Or are you actually going physical? Because Supremes was the first thought that came into my head, but then 3 degrees? I was just espousing before. I'm looking at clips on people at concerts, and this is not going to go away if people are going to concerts and they're not wearing face masks. Because, you know, they're going to go home, give it to their mom, dad, granddad. And even though Israel, they inoculated all their citizens and then it took off again. I think I'm going to get some fucking horse medicine. Is that Joe Rogan dead yet? I've been thinking of going to Nagasaki, see fellow J-vlogger. Yeah, I was talking to my mother-in-law yesterday. She said she was okay, but my brother-in-law, he was off work 3 days, fever. What blood group are you, Peter? I think because you know they're saying that people with the O group, group O, they do fare better. What blood group? Do you know your blood group? Yep, there you go. Best group to be in. Me and my daughter are O. My wife and son are A. And my mother-in-law, she's also O. They really should be doing more research into that. Why the Group O people, why they seem to fare better. There's got to be some kind of fucking connection, link there. Then again, like good pharmacists, they just want to keep you going. They don't want to fucking cure you, do they? But isn't minus is rare everywhere though, isn't it? I think my brother, my father-in-law was AB. My mother-in-law was telling me this all yesterday, and her son was A, and a. That's it, because you Aussies are just fucking negative people. That's why, mate. So how many people are you teaching on your online class? Is it single or several? And I've got a yeah, me too. Toilet. I'm coming. For anybody else watching, I'll be back in 2 minutes. Are you still there, Peter? 25 times. 20 online lessons. 20 online, is that like even half hour? Is that a half hour? That's fucking tiring now. Or 20 people in the classes in 5 times, that sounds better. I saw a lot of school kids going to work, going to school today. Is it September the 1st, Monday, Tuesday, September the 6th, is it today? No, it's Monday, isn't it? It's not Tuesday, it's Monday. No, it's Tuesday. So today's the 7th? The spoons here are of a much better quality than can't see it. Anyone else there? Chatting, just looking? Can't be a lot of fun just looking at me. Unless you're masturbating, of course. Then is that fun? I don't know. I don't usually masturbate to actresses or pop princesses, unless, of course, I'm in the front row. I want them to know it's for them. But I've been watching this Marcella, an English detective series. It's really good. You know, there's everything. I think a lot of these detective series I've been watching from Netflix, they're really good. But it's got drama, it's got excitement, it's got action and comedy as well. You know, they're just the last 2 ones I've watched have been really good. And I started watching episode 2 of Marcella. Anna Friel, she's from Lancashire, which is in the north. And in the north we say our ewes and Bath, monkey, puppy. And in the show she's coming out with all these strong northern words, which I think is great. They haven't changed, they haven't changed it for her. And the other guy, I don't know this guy's name, but he's a big black actor, and he's in this series. He plays the husband or the ex-husband, and he's also in another Netflix show where he plays a guy that was jailed and then he becomes a lawyer. So he's getting pretty well known on Netflix. I think he's got his dad's African name. That's why it's difficult to remember. Two people still there. Oh, I thought for a minute I just looked up, and there was two spotlights, and I thought this spot. Do you want to have a look? I don't know if you can see that. And I thought the spotlights was on someone's roof, and I'm thinking, why the fuck have they got a spotlight on the roof? Can you see it? And they're not on the roof; they're on the pole. They're for the car park. Zoom. What is the basis of Zoom? Why do people use Zoom? Are there any benefits to it? Are there any dangers to it? This is what I ate yesterday. See it, that fry pan there with the gravy in. Taha. My ears itching. What's that? What is the applause for? Day off? No, just been very. I haven't put a lot of work effort in this last 10 days, 2 weeks with work. I've got a lot to do, but I'm just putting off doing it. But I've got some money, and that's the problem. Having money, I can relax. But I need to get it done. These are getting really long now. This is turning into a good one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there's one on the edge there. That's maybe trying to start. If I can I now speak with a Jamaican accent or a Caribbean accent because I've got the dreads, so I'm not so much as what do you call it, appropriating their culture. And I've got 8. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got to get this one going here. Get this one going here, and then maybe take some. Maybe eat a lot more eggs for that folic acid for the hair. I should need. I think I need to get some more conditioner, and I think that's the problem. I think maybe you can get some conditioner, but just leave it on. How many you got here? Is that another one wanting to start there? I think it's depressed. Now, you know, like some big, really big fat people, they eat, and I think it's depression. And it's not happened too much in my life, but now and again, I just feel like eating and then eating and then eating. I don't think I should have a dessert. I think I've had enough lettuce for today. Chickens. No, nothing there. There's no little snack. I don't want dessert. Could get small fries, I suppose. No, I don't think I should get potato fries either. No, nothing there. Fried potato, mayonnaise, mayo cheese. You gonna have a look at that? You can see that top right hand corner there. Tanoshi Kaiwa no Otomoni. So while you're having a friendly chat, some French fries covered in cheese and mayonnaise and jizz. A new person has entered the room. I'm talking now, I don't even know if anybody's fucking watching. Can someone quickly say something? Because I don't know if because there's no reply. That's a danger, because I'm not getting notified if the Wi-Fi's gone. New person, can you tell me? Well, I guess if someone new, can you just put on a simple backslash? Slash on my back. Oh, thank you, Tariq. Tariq, do I know you? I know one Tariq who used to come on this channel, but I don't recognise that family name. I think Tariq was in Tokyo. Okay, so you are the same Tariq then? Been a long time. I just didn't recognise the family name. Okay, good. How are you? How is things with in Corona Central? I tried saying COVID-19 to my mother-in-law. She had no fucking idea what I was on about, because they all call it Corona. Do you think Corona sales are down around the world? Why the fuck did they call it Corona? Okay, good. You've been double, okay. I haven't had mine yet. I'm hoping my group O blood will keep me safe. I filled in the paperwork with my daughter a couple of weeks ago, but the problem is I don't want to send it in because it'll go to an address that I'm not living at. And for different reasons, I don't want to show that I've actually picked mail up from that address. It's all very subversive, but in this area, it's very safe. You know, if I was in Tokyo or Osaka, I'd be a bit more concerned. But they've already increased the measures until the end of September. Yeah. Oh, really? And that's when they gave you the what blood group are you? Do you know? What time is it now? I can't see a clock on you. What time is it, my friend? Oh, it's still only about 9 o'clock, yeah? Oh, so you're O as well, okay. So my brother-in-law, he was off work for 3 days for the when he had his injection. But he's a bit of a weak person though, so. Ah. Yeah, I was also because there was two people that died as what? Have you heard anything about that? Two people died. Are the injections back on track? But you don't work in education, do you, Tariq? You got a different job, haven't you? I thought so. Oh, cool. It's nice to be doing something different in a country like this where majority of Westerners are just teaching or trying to teach English. No, I haven't made up with my brother. They just don't seem to realise how lucky they were. When the most they paid for furnished accommodation was £8. The least they paid was £2.5 and £3.50. £14 per month, two of them, for years. Oh no, sorry, they paid like that for 1 year, and so I asked them for £1,000 so I could fly back to England, open a bank account, and open my pension. I still haven't opened my pension, so that's 2.5 years now, nearly. I cannot get my pension and lump sum, and now it's costing even more money to go. And the problem is, if I leave Japan, I might not be able to get back in. I don't have enough funds to for a long stay. No, I tried. I almost opened a bank account, but I got so angry I really pissed off the Bank of Isle of Man, because I was saying, they said I needed a fucking translation for a water bill, and I said, well, I need to go to a legal person to say this is a real passport. This is a copy of a real passport, my passport. And I said, well, if he's doing that, can I say this is a copy of a real water bill? He says, no, you can't do that. And so I just called them useless fucking cunts, and they didn't want to open a bank account for me. So, but at least I'm working now and I can earn some money, so that's good. But the bollocks about this is, if I could pay into a bank account £2,000 a month, they can open a bank account for me. Hello, elephant. Sorry, late replying to you. The scrap metal, wires, ferrous, things like that. And sometimes taking things away. But at the moment, the prices are very high, and I think they will stay quite high actually. So I need to start working harder. Tariq, a young Pakistani man, is telling me, he made friends, and then he's asking me to send him $40,000 to buy a plot of land. What do you think? Okay, Tariq, thanks for popping in, mate. See you later. The scrap is, there are lots of cheers, mate. I'm not going to. He says he's 19, but I don't believe him. I haven't got 40,000 in anyway. I haven't got fucking $4,000. So no, well, there's in this area there are lots. Manchester, okay, yeah, I knew, yeah, like I knew you were English, mate. Yeah. There are lots of scrap yards. So you just get some scrap, put it in your truck, and drive to the scrap yard, and they give you money. I love mangoes. Why do you like mangoes? Yeah, I met this guy. He's from Brazil, Edgar, and he was doing a tattoo course in Thailand, and then he met this and the tattoo teacher, and the tattoo teacher said to him, "Well, let's buy these." He wanted to import cacti from Thailand to sell in Japan. Didn't go well. He ended up fucking losing $14,000, lawyer's fees. They won the court case, and but they lost everything else. You never do anything from a different country. Nothing for scrap metal in England now. You need a bank account. You can't get cash. All the money has to go through the scrapyard to a bank account. What was that? No, it's a Dingley. Oh yeah, did I? No, I took down the video. It turns out that the boyfriend found an animal had tore her head off, and he's in the clear. So my apologies. Yeah, so they found a body. I have not tried magnet fishing. That's just a ruse to, yeah, I don't need to do, it's all on the streets in Japan, or used to be. But I think that, what they need to do is go down the Manchester Canal and sort out all the bodies that keep getting shoved in the canal. There's a fucking mass murderer down that canal. Oh, really? Okay. Well, if you hear anything, let me know. Well, it's gone quiet now. It's out of the news, so I guess it's all done and dusted. I haven't seen that advert on Facebook recently. The magnet advert. But if that magnet fishing, if, for example, if there's a bicycle, if it's got, if like algae has grown around it, you are not pulling that out with the magnet attached to the bicycle. You can maybe pull it out with a big hook, but not with a magnet. No, she's looked at me a couple of times as though she's my fucking pal, and so I just ignored her completely. But what I want to do is send her a bill, send her an invoice for damage to the car to remove scratches, and see if I can get a repeat. See if I can get a repeat of it. Oh, really? Well, yeah, I guess when people get very drunk, walking by the side of a fucking waterway is not a good idea. No, but they're saying it's that easy to do. It isn't. You know, even with a strong magnet, you might find something, but if it's attached to other things or grows, you're not going to pull it out. I've been nearly 30 years. Maybe I think I should start studying Russian. Kanan Dethin. Have I seen that? I'm sure I've seen that name before. Is it Big Fall? Oh, I don't know what you mean. Is it Big Fall? Well, no. You mean from the canal? No, it wouldn't be a big fall, would it? I nearly ended up in the river one night walking. I missed the train. I missed my stop, and I was drunk, and I nearly ended up in the river. But I'm sure it was a case of someone trying to shove someone in, though. Originally, I am from Sheffield in England. Yeah, if your clothing, get wet, that's why you need to take the clothes off. I got gold personal survival when I was a teen. No, I was a teenager. Yeah, we did the personal survival skills. I'd like both of them to do, but I'm not really. The only thing I'm interested in at the moment is watching how Messi and Ronaldo go on in their new clubs. That's piqued my interest. But apparently Messi got a nasty foul the other day. But I'd love to see them both do well, especially Ronaldo. like Ronaldo because he's probably the strongest, fittest 36-year-old sportsman. You know, there's not many people fitter than Ronaldo. He does hope that his dad was an alcoholic and he didn't drink. I saw some other reports in the newspaper of fucking crazy. I don't know if this agent wanted 34 million fucking quid for fucking arranging a deal. Fuck those greedy cunts. So I can't know the guy that put Wednesday or United. I can't. You're not Russian, are you? I can't remember where you're from, mate. I cleared my truck the other week. I'd only got like a little bit of stuff on. Now I've got fucking again, I've got 600 fucking kilograms of crap on it. Can someone make a quick quote, so I can see if I need to, if the Wi-Fi's still working? If you can help me, is the Wi-Fi still working? Doesn't look like it, does it? Okay, I'm back now. Okay, Camden Destin. Yeah, where are you from, mate? Yeah, but where are you from? Oh, you live in Manchester, okay. But are you English or from a different country? And because obviously when different spelling names. Okay, and what are you English or have you got a different mum and dad? Okay. Sometimes different names like that, they throw people, because I've got no idea what that means. Yeah, the problem, so this phone is a Huawei P40, and they haven't got a contract with Google, so I've had to download a fix to be able to broadcast live. And but what happens is when the Wi-Fi cuts out, because this Wi-Fi is every 30 minutes or something like that. So when the Wi-Fi cuts out, I don't get notified, and it takes me 1 or 2 minutes to realise. Are you done fucking banging? So it takes 1 or 2 minutes before I realise that the Wi-Fi is dead. Have you got a London accent and do the people from Manchester take the piss? In a land far, far away. I think this different. Like he's pronounced far away, which is maybe a lot of people don't get that. Well, it's pronounced four-way in Japanese, and anyway. So I dropped my other one. That was a P20, I think. I dropped it, and that's fucked. So my daughter saw it. So they said it was 18,000 to repair that. So I bought this for 27. But my daughter did see a repair kit for 6,000 yen. So I am interested, because it'd be good to have another phone. Maybe make them. Oh, I like that smell. Yeah, P. I'll call you P-chan. Do the Mancunians take piss out of your accent if you've still got a London accent? What type of place, Elephant? Because when I worked in London, everybody was taking the piss out of my accent every day. Oh, this one is joyful. So the ones that are going most of the time are called joyful and gusto. And there's another one I go with my daughter, and that is called I said far away, fucking hell. It's called Caesarea. That's Italian style. That's an Italian style restaurant. Their cherry pie is to die for. Yeah, that's what I thought the other day. I commented the other day on this this brown wall. It goes really well with the our life is in Japan. I guess good, considering of the pandemic. Someone pronounced pandemic really fucking funny the other day. Of course, you know, pandemic is an Irishman. It's an Irishman's baguette. Le pain du Michel, le pain de Michel, pandemic. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend anyone coming to Japan. I don't even know if you can actually get into Japan at the moment. But looking at the figures around the world, I reckon we're just in for another bad time over the next 6 months. Even though the peaceful residence is on the rise. I'm not sure what that means, man. You mean it's getting better in Austria? So oh really? Oh dear. Yeah, well, this, you know, I think when you lock down people for such a long time, that's not good. What they needed to do was just keep everyone away from old people. 80% of the deaths in Britain were in the care homes, the homes for old people. That's where 80% of the deaths came from. And there's all kinds of crazy shit going off in America and in Britain with, these people taking out their anger on other people because they've been locked up for so long. If like I say, if there's how many people have died in Britain now? This is what I read about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So if they'd have used more common sense, they were taking. Oh, that must be very nice for you. What's the? They were people were going to the hospital and then they were taking back from the hospital, these old people, picking up the fucking disease in the hospital, then taking it back to the fucking care home. Yeah, well, 10%, 8 times, if that's 20%, so 8 times 13, so it's more than, 8. Yep, 100,000, yeah. Bad for the home care business. But if they were living in a care home, they were probably at the end of their lives in anyway. The majority were over 80 years of age, so. But in Japan, they seem to take care better of the people. They are having problems, but very few people are dying compared to, I think maybe 15,000 people have died, and they've got twice the population of the UK. Yeah, I think maybe some people are still dying, but it's got to be. It's. I think it's very few that are dying if they've had the jabs, isn't it? So without a doubt, it's better to have the jabs. Yeah, I think if you search hard enough or ask the right questions, you can find all those stats out. Give you stats how many people are dying in the 80s, 70s, 60s, 50s. But I think people are dying in their teens, 20s, and 30s, but they're just very small in number. And I think those people were not vaccinated. There are some people that think that if they're very healthy, for example, if they train and they run and they're strong, they feel as though they can beat it. But if your fucking immune system's not right, You know, like I'd like to think, you know, like I could swim a length underneath water, so I think my lungs are quite good. But you still don't fucking know until you get it. To tell you the truth, I'm hoping that I've had it and not noticed it. That's why. That's what I'd like, because I haven't. I've rarely wore a mask. I've worn a mask maybe 10 times in the last. Well, since where's it last February? Yeah, fair comment without a doubt. Talking about the Esther Dingley. Well, the main reason is because there's no cases in this city, in this area, very few cases. The other thing is because of the beard. If I put, see, I've got on here because it's restaurant. They prefer that people wear masks. But all I do, if I find out, he fucking he rides up and gets in my eyes. So I don't mind wearing masks if I'm asked to, you know. So, but this restaurant, they prefer. There's well, some of the waitresses don't care, but there's one waitress that does care. So, yeah, they both live in Japan. They're Japanese. They won't be going to live in England. Just me. No, but I also bought one of those plastic. I also bought one of those plastic screens. So if I can remember places that prefer, I went in a 7-Eleven the other day, and right in the front of the door they would say wear a mask. No, we're divorced, my friend. Do I have direct contact? Well, only with I have like a guy that you on here watching now. He get that's I've got contact with that guy. I've called him once. To his name is Dashcam, but that's the only contact I've got. Oh yeah, my cousin's daughter was living there, but she was very shallow. There are some people in this world that just think a pretty face is everything. Oh, I had no idea. I've never even heard of that mountain, Mount Shinmoe. No, I've never heard of it. I think I prefer Jason Bourne to James Bond. What was that bullshit film about when when she died in it? What's her name? The Judi Dench. She died in the film. I could never. He was supposed to be taking her to a place where she'd be safe, and then they killed her. I couldn't understand that film at all. Yeah, it's fucking stupid. But I've looked at a trailer for the newest one, and that looks pretty good. Okay. No, that is without a fact. But when they put down other people that aren't as attractive, like her daughters are very attractive, but they just dress like slags. So I can't remember it. It's just I was fucking confused totally by that film. Well, you're right with yourself, and there's no doubt about it. You know, but a severe punch in the face can sort that out. I don't know. Quite a few years ago now, maybe 7 years for for the X Factor. So I'm see what's happening with next year. I might throw my hat in for Britain's Got Talent. No, I don't think I do really. No, I have a friend in from YouTube, and he talked to me about. No, the X Factor's finished now. So I went to the X Factor and I signed a contract, but they didn't call me back. So what was no missing the UK? You know, just certain things like pork pie, and I probably could make them myself. You know, it'd be nice to have a pint of a proper pint in a pub, that type of thing. No, not at all. No, I can't. Look, the thing is with Brexit, if you live overseas, you can't really vote on it because you don't live there. But the one thing that I didn't like about it, the people that wanted to remain were cunts like that. They wanted to, so they just could go to get a fucking English fucking teaching job in Italy or Spain or France or Germany or Luxembourg. That's all it meant to them. And then they come back home to mummy and daddy. Fuck them. The only difference is now you've got to get a fucking work visa. Yeah, I did my song called Two Words, and I did it about 5 or 6 times. I didn't make a mistake. The last interview, which they filmed, and they said, like I said, I got to the very final stages, and the producer of the show told me it was a good song. And but like I say, I went back the next day, signed a contract, did this and that, and but like I said, I was living in Japan. No, I did. No, I just had a normal clothes on and a straw hat. I sang my song Two Words. And the other person with a song called Two Words is Kanye West. Yeah, I have two brothers. I'm afraid I do. All right, Canon. Thanks for popping in, pal. Take care. No, I fucking hate my brothers. I want to see them die. I helped them when they were teenagers. I helped them a lot. They had cheap I get furnished accommodation, one for fucking 3.5 years, and the other one for fucking over 7 years. They put fucking nothing into the house. They lived very cheaply. The amount of rent they paid was like £1 a day, sometimes 50p a day. And when I needed their help, I wanted £1,000. They gave my sister over the years over £500,000, and she did fuck all for them. And I asked for £1,000 last year so I could open up my pension. They wouldn't fucking send it me. The cunts. That encapsulates that. Yeah, of course. Well, they were selling tiles. They were like in the bottom of the rung, selling tiles. So I just looked after them, put a roof over their head, with no problems. But in our lives, we had fucking problems all our lives because my dad came out of prison. The next day, my mother was dead when we were like fucking 12. When I was 12 years old, and they were younger. So it's not as bad as some kids, but it's a bit of a nightmare. So then when I came back to Sheffield, they never looked back. I looked after them. And how did they repay that? Well, they fucking didn't. No, my sister died. When you've been smoking cigarettes from being 10 years old, that's what happens. I need to be sorry, mate. Go on. Yeah, they helped everyone apart from me. Well, I think after this, I'm going to go to the warehouse, take the golf bags off the truck, then maybe break up a lot of fucking neon tubes. I don't know. Elephant, where are you from? Aren't you in Tokyo or something? No, don't forget. It depends where you are. It depends where you are, where you're from when you come to Japan. If you're from other parts of Asia, the Japanese aren't very kind to you. When now I do scrap metal, but before I've done about 25, 27 jobs altogether. But I need to get my act together to earn more money. Because that fucking lottery win is not coming. Freelance metal pirate. Maybe that's my new avatar. Right, guys, the toilet is coming. It's been interesting chatting, and hopefully to see you again soon. It's no, it is. Oh, it is if you're English speaking, yeah. And but if you're, for example, if your mother tongue is, if your mother tongue ends, if the verb is at the end in your mother tongue, then it's a lot easier. So, for example, if you're like Indian, Pakistani, Urdu, if that's your mother tongue, you'll find it a lot easier to learn Japanese. But it's not as difficult as they say. The main reason for it being difficult is learning kanji, There are four things to learn, but you can learn hiragana and katakana in 2 weeks. The kanji takes a little bit longer. But for example, the pronunciation of the words is more or less, it's not difficult. But for example, I looked at Thai. Thai is a difficult language to learn, and Thai Arabic, for example. But the languages that are really difficult to pronounce, where you got the fucking L to the back of your throat. Yes, of course, but it is a lot better. It's more interesting if you learn the kanji, without a doubt. But to learn kanji fluently, I would suggest there are not many foreigners, apart from Chinese, of course. But there are not many foreigners that can read and write fluently. You've got to be learning that from 5, 6 years old, and then you're practicing it every day. And if you, the biggest nightmare is when they write shorthand. When they write shorthand, the Japanese, you cannot fucking read their kanji. When they write it fast, you can't read it. Yeah, that's it. And they're practicing every day. Lots of homework. I like Naomi. I think she's great. She's lovely. She's just so nice and funny. But the thing is, she's got, especially Japan, they expect you to fucking win, and a lot of countries do. They expect you to win all the fucking time, and if you go back and there's a video on YouTube, stupid questions asked by reporters. Amongst these reporters, there are a lot of fucking failed cunts, and they just ask these stupid or embarrassing fucking questions, and sports people don't like this. They don't like it, and there's only a few that can like the Swedish player, the big guy, with the moustache and the ponytail and tattoos. I can't fucking say his name, but he's playing in America now. He can deal with those kind of questions, those kind of fucking people, by embarrassing them, and he's fucking tough enough to do it. He's strong enough to do it. But there's a lot of people that aren't strong enough to do it, if they're nice inside. But I came up with the phrase, "Oh, I'm not." Do you think so? I wouldn't say that. She's just fucking under stress. That's all. But I call the Michelle Wee of tennis. Do you know Michelle Wee or Wei? She was a teenage golf sensation, and then she got like $10 million in fucking sponsorship money, and then she did fuck all. So, but like, what they should, I don't think she's turning into a diva. I watched her program. I watched the documentary. She's just a nice lass. They like some different opinions. And she's also, when she helps charities in her dad's country, and she's into Black Lives Matter. She's political. She's not fucking shy of that stuff. So and when so you're going to get people that are coming on and they're asking questions about Black Lives Matters. It should be about tennis. And you get these cunts come asking these fucking stupid questions. But it's not just in tennis, it's in all sports. If it was meant to say, "Shut up, you stupid cunt," and that's worth fucking 15,000, and then shout his name out or shout her name out. But like I say, obviously she's a good tennis player, but You know, this is it. When she just lost a tennis match, and everybody's on a bike. You know, maybe can you someone make a quick comment? I don't know if it's stopped. Has it stopped fucking broadcasting again? Diva. Yeah. Oh, thanks. So in Japanese, a diva is a diva. She's turning into a diva. Thanks, man. I can see 1, 2, 3. Yeah. You can, you can see me. Yeah. I've just seen your comments. No, what they do, you know what they do? Invest billions in medicine. Of course they do. But they just invest billions in making more drugs instead of attacking the cause. You know, but like doctors tell people to lose weight and exercise, and then people attack doctors for telling them to lose weight and exercise. You can't fucking win. You know, but if you just look, you know, America and the islanders and Germans as well, and British, you know, they just get so fucking big. Like my heaviest weight was 111 kilos, and just had basically had a big belly, maybe fat on my back. But when you start going north of 110 kilos, if you're fucking, my son is like 6'4", so when you get that big, you can carry the weight. But if you're like my 5'8", if you're that size or shorter, and you're fucking 120, 130 kilos, you know, you can't fucking, you can't walk. You know, your legs, because your thighs are that fat, you fucking walk like a fucking penguin. That's not the doctor's fault. That's not society's fault. That's your fault. A league of their own. I saw a documentary the other week on the Dinka tribe. Was it Mozambique, maybe in Tanzania, or just below Sudan? And the tribe, they're like, the average height is about 6 foot, even taller than the Maasai. And they had one famous person from their tribe that became a basketball player in America. I don't watch anything Japanese really. I was when the Olympics was on. I went in 1 or 2 times to a local bar that had the news on, and I watched some Olympics. But I don't watch Japanese TV. Before I separated, I used to watch the Japanese TV with the family. In my buy some conditioner today. I know, aren't a lot of people proud on sports though. You know, they always want. It's always nice when someone like Lewis Hamilton. You know, hopefully he'll win the this title this year. Put him. Don't forget, if Michael Schumacher had not intentionally crashed into Damien Hill, he would only have 6 titles because he stopped Damien Hill from winning the Grand Prix, the title. So he's just a cheating bastard. That's a real cheat. And he got karma. But don't forget, like that Verstappen, I think his dad was an F1. His dad was an F1 driver, wasn't he? Well, it's been an odd. Isn't it funny though that this pandemic has come exactly, or nearly 100 years. Uh, I can't remember. Maybe you had it. To tell you the truth, I always thought that was Chinese. Yeah, so this pandemic has come around just about 100 years after the first one, and the more people died in the second wave, which is coming now, like 1 year later. That's when all the deaths occurred. And if you just the cases are on the increase in America and in, I don't know about other countries, but definitely in Britain as well. So it doesn't look good. But like lots of Japan, there are no or very few cases. So, but if people are still, they prove now that when they ask people to stop going to bars and stop drinking, it's reduced. So it's gone in Japan. The peak was 25,000 cases. Now it's 18,000. So when people don't mix, it does, it does work. Navigate. Ah, okay. Ah, so this guy. No, well, I'm not saying you jab people shouldn't go outside, but if they do catch it, no, I think everybody should go outside. But they just haven't been going in the restaurants. But we need to get we need to get used to it. Most of the people that have died from it have fucking died, so. But like I said, when you go into a restaurant, and if one person's got it, then it's in the air, then maybe a few more can catch it. But when you're going to eat, you're going to take your mask off. What, did they catch this guy? but I think it's easy to get into what the North Koreans used to come into Japan and fucking kidnap people. So I think if you enter a country at night time, oh, okay, yeah. Maybe Putin's after him. They're going to deport him back to Russia. People can. He's lucky because the Japanese authorities, they do lock up fucking people, for 6 months. 2 Afghan guys died in fucking immigration a few years ago. Ah, okay. So if you had a record, so he's not really going for refugees. He just wants to be back in Japan. Oh, I've seen this. Look at this woman here. I just want to talk about these T-shirts. She's just coming into the restaurant now. So I saw a funny thing yesterday. So in Japan, I don't know if it's happening in the West. I don't know. See that? She's saving the planet. Can you see that? That's the latest trend here, to have these massive words on T-shirt. So the T-shirt, fucking thing. So you've got a T-shirt and this really big T-shirt. So the T-shirt goes from your left arm across your back to your right arm. So say if it's a 8-letter, 9-letter word. So you've got 2 letters on your left arm, 2 letters on your right arm, and the remaining letters in the middle of your bike. And I caught it from a distance, and I'm thinking, I'm sure she's got a turd on her bike. And then what could that on a Saturday? So if you put Saturday, you've got SA, and then in the middle TURD, and then AY. So this young girl, across her bike was the word turd. And so this is, I don't know if the people who make the T-shirts came up with this, but this is so fucking funny. And I didn't have my phone with me, but I don't think I would have embarrassed her like that. But it's sometimes people from the other parts of Asia do put crap on T-shirts and send them to Japan. Oh yeah, No, she didn't. She didn't have a bag. It's just they sometimes they're on trousers as well. All right, P Chan, take care, pal. Thanks for chatting. But this, it just looks so fucking funny. Maybe I should try and find the shop. Would you? Would you walk about like that with the turd on you? Oh dear. It cheered me up that actually. But it wasn't, it was English. It was English. I see what I mean. It can be quite funny, yeah. And other parts of other parts of Asia as well, when they translate the Vietnamese or the Chinese into English. Well, that's what she probably. It's an easy word, so she probably maybe she could read it if she paid attention. But I'm sure she wouldn't have known the meaning of the word turd. Let's Saturday, yeah. But you couldn't have got. I know what you're saying, yeah. But one day my mother-in-law bought my son a T-shirt, and it was, I can't remember what it was now, but it was really fucking bad, and I was fucking furious. But obviously, the Japanese don't know, and many times I go up to them and ask them, "Do you know what that says on your back? Do you know what that says?" Yeah, but also in England there was a group called the Saturdays. Maybe she was a fan. Right, guys, I'm going to get off. Thanks for chatting all this time. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've seen that before. But the worst thing is to decide to have a tattoo on your body, and the tattoo, one of these appropriation fucking wankers. If you can only use kanji if you're Japanese or Chinese. What bollocks that? People want to get a fucking tattoo on their fucking body using kanji or fucking whatever. All right, cheers, elephant. Take care, pal. Bye bye.